Day 10! Weirdo. Alright. Pokey that mon.
So we're starting with this nonsensical do-fuckery.
Pokemon. Woo!
Alright. Another accessory, I think. Get out of there, you whore.
Well, it's not a Pokemon. It must be an accessory.
Yeah.
If you can get it out.
I think a part of those look like gym badges almost, just Christmas lights, but they kind of look like something you'd have a gym badge with.
Are these stickers?
I don't know. And probably.
I think they're stickers. But they may be, meant to be like gym badges to look Christmassy.
Yeah.
These scissors do not like this plastic.
I can already tell Lovin is going to be a Pokemon, so that's something.
Okay. So we got these stickers.
Yay.
And these stickers.
Because there's 8, and there's 8 gym badges. That would make sense if that was gym badges.
Yeah, gym badge ornaments. That would be cool on a Pokemon tree.
Yeah.
Somebody should make those.
Yeah. If they haven't already.
Probably find it on Etsy.
Yeah.
So stickers for day 10.
Yay.
Which one should we do next?
No
Let's
idea.
do the lint one next and see if we got something that matches up with...
one of those thingies.
Because we haven't had enough chocolate yet.
Yeah. 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. And we're eating chocolate like crazy people. Then again, we are crazy people. I'm a crazy cat. She's a crazy what the fuck. We're all doing videos like a crack addict in the middle of September. Even though it's not September, it's December.
Okay, I think this is the solid milk chocolate one. So that means we have...
food! That's what we got. We got food.
One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. Okay. We haven't gotten the 2 teddy bears yet.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably like 24.
Probably.
And... whatever else is a big one. They all look the same size, other than 24 looks like a bigger one. I don't know. I'm confused. We haven't had a bear yet, have we?
I don't think so.
I didn't think we did. Alright, so we'll have to... next day will probably give us another bear. Okay, day 10 on the Kinder is another one of the little blue eggs.
Yeah.
Because of course it is. Ta-da! So we'll save that one.
We're just starting an army of chalk on the computer. It might be warm by the time we have it because the computer is... whew. There are days my computer gets kind of hot. Yeah, I leave it on all the time.
This one is, we've had this before, latte macchiato truffle.
Fuck! More coffee!
Another freaky coffee one.
Right.
I do think it's a pretty one though.
Yeah.
I like the, like, marbly looking design.
Yeah. I don't know if this is
If I remember right, that one wasn't as heavy on the coffee flavor.
I think so. I mean, it smells like it.
20, 18, 10. I mean, it's there. I can taste it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as strong as that cappuccino one we got a hold of.
Yeah.
Twice. I wonder why they do so many... oh, this one again. Why they do so many coffee ones.
Oh no.
Hey, that's the, what's that called?
Something or other.
Medallion hazelnut. So it's got the hazelnut filling and the almond crunchies on top. I remember liking this one a lot. Is that everything for day 10?
Wait, did we even
As I spit things across the room?
Wait, did we do the Pokemon one yet, or was that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was the stickers.
Oh yeah.
As I spit everywhere. I'm sliding off the end of the bed. I'm going to be in so much pain when I lay down later.
Yeah, probably.
Well, sitting on the end of the bed for an extended period of time makes my back hurt.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to not slide off the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put all my blankets back on because they're all sliding off.
I'm just thinking.
I'm going to have to take a break soon because I'm running out of water.
Yeah. But goddamn, I got plenty of videos to make.
Yeah? Like what?
Alright.
So all your new little fake game system.
Yeah, and then whatever I decide to buy with this, the $75 thing, with Plus, all the games that are on Plus, plus the ones I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I would
get.
say get your year subscription first. That's why I got you the $75 one instead of a $50 one.
Yeah. And then whatever.
I wasn't planning on spending that much.
Yeah, and then whatever's left, just buy random games or DLC or something like that for whatever. And then, do videos on that. And I've already got plans for a long-ass upload. I mean long. Because I have, like, so many PS2 games that I downloaded and converted to PKGs. And I've been doing videos.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Basically, you take a PS2 game. Oh, here we go again!
Dude, I'm in the same room. You don't have to scream at me.
So, you take the game, right? The PS2 file. And then, to put it on a PS4, you gotta do a bunch of bullshit. Alright? So you gotta download the thingy. You gotta extract the thingy from the zip file or RAR file. Then you gotta download a file that basically converts the file to another file that'll work on the PS4. So then, oh, here's the best part. You take the game, you shove it up your ass like a Game Boy cartridge, and then,
Another day, NSFW.
And every time you belch, you play the Mario theme because you shove Mario up your ass. But then...
Why? Why is he like this?
Oh, no.
Why is he like this?
But then, you take the PKG and you put it onto your PS4. But, here's the thing. Not every game is going to work. So you take a game that works fine, and then you put the other game in the thingy, and then it doesn't work. Because one game doesn't work. It is the sports title. You try playing NASCAR Thunder 2003, well, you...
But you don't care about sports titles, so...
Yeah.
Whatever.
But you have a game.
Why waste the memory on your PS4 if you don't like the sports title? Blah, 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 blah,
It
blah, blah.
depends on the game. If it's a game that I played back in my day, like the good old NASCAR Thunder 2003, then maybe. But if it's a football game, that can go suck my asshole into a warping goddamn black hole, okay? A black hole of darkness that can only be seen by a goddamn cow in the middle of the goddamn moon. Because as you
What
know,
cows have to do with anything.
the fucking king of all cosmos took a shit, right? The goddamn Katamari guy. The guy that tells the prince that he's a piece of shit. He takes the world's biggest shit. And then there's a cow in space because of him.
Yes, Katamari, the king of all cosmos,
Is an asshole. Probably the most...
an abuser to his kid.
Yeah, definitely.
He absolutely abuses his kid mentally, emotionally.
Yep. I mean, first off, it's his fault, right? It's his fault that everything is the way it is.
But he blames his kid.
Yeah. And instead of actually...
the kid to fix everything, and when it's not perfect...
Yeah.
Belittles him and treats him like crap.
I mean, even when you do good, like...
But it is a fun game.
Yeah, like a 60, 70-inch Katamari, he still calls you a failure in some, like, but not as much of a failure as the regular, even if you do it right. Oh yeah, 20 fucking meters. You're still a piece of shit because you can do better than that. I'm doing the bare minimum with shitty controls that I need to get used to, okay? It's not my fault. It's your fault.
I'm disappointed that the Katamari for the Wii never came out.
Yeah, I would definitely I'd be playing that right now, actually.
Well, that would have made sense because
the motion controls.
The motion control, you're rolling the ball.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, there was a
But they canceled it. We ordered 2 copies, one for us and one for my brother, and then they canceled it.
Yeah. And like, there was one on the 3. I wanted to see one also on the Kinect. Because, there's one on the 360, but as far as...
Is it available on the Xbox?
Yeah, there's one on the 360. But as far as I know, that one doesn't have...
I didn't realize they made a Xbox Katamari.
Yeah, they made one for the PS3, they made one for the 360. They made 2 for the PS2. They had Demacia, which is the one that everyone knows. And that they remade. And then there's We Heart Katamari, or We Love Katamari, which is another one that is a good one as well. And I think Katamari is good. But, that's like the lesser known one, I think, out of all of them. And then, they basically made a whole bunch of them. And then you start looking into other things. So here in the US, we have certain games. But if you look at Japan, they have a shit ton more that we never got. So there's a game called Taiko Drum Master. Basically, it's a Donkey Konga ripoff, essentially. Or what is essentially...
that style of game. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much that, where you play a bunch of songs and you drum and whatnot. So basically, they had 1 or 2 games on the PS2 that were released everywhere. And then you go and look at all the Japanese versions. They have like 10 or more that were never released here. And then you look at some of the other games that they've done, never released here. And I'm like, really? And these were the same people that made Katamari, Namco. So I'm like, okay, so...
It's weird, because they probably think that Americans wouldn't enjoy it.
But we do. We love the weirdness.
But if the Japanese people enjoy it, why wouldn't Americans enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, branch out. You might get more money that way.
We're all people. I mean...
Yeah. And even, like, I hear that DDR is pretty much dead here. Like, yeah, there are still a few ones coming out in the arcades here. But in Japan, DDR is still happening. So, we haven't had DDR, or Dance Dance Revolution, in a long-ass time. Like, it's been at least since the PS3. And I know that most of it got started on the PS2, with some on the PS1 and PS3. But most of it was on the PS2. And after that, they kind of stopped doing it. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But as far as I know, they still make actual arcade cabinets in Japan for DDR. And I'm like, okay, why not port those here? So that we can play them. Because I haven't played a good DDR game in a while. That's actually new. And that's not, ones that I've played about 1 billion times over. Because by the time the PS2 happened, I've been playing that one for a long time. Eh. You know, I'll never understand, you know, people. I'll never understand, you know, Japan or the Japanese and then why they do that. Like, I mean, make the games everywhere.
Ooh.
And I get why certain games are released in Japan only because of cultural differences, but they could just make an edited version for other audiences. Because what they find offensive in Japan is not offensive here. What we find offensive isn't offensive over there. So, if it's a subject matter, you can always make a different version of it. And then there's the Europe, you know, all the European people who have a whole bunch of different shit going on with them. And you could also do the same thing there. So, I mean, it's
Why does that take
weird.
2 hours start to finish?
And then, you know, you go online and then you look at, oh, okay, here's all the games in the franchise. And you look deeper into it. Oh, shit, there's a lot more that we never got. So you have to go and find ROMs and ISOs and different things. Or just go to Japan or go to eBay and and get a copy that way. And hope that your console can play it, because not every console is region free. There are a lot of consoles that are region locked. You buy a Japanese PS2, you can only play Japanese games. You get a North American PS2, you can only play North American games. Unless you modify your consoles to run everything. So essentially what we're doing here is adding more to what is already there. We shouldn't have to do that. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, and it's kind of like jailbreaking a console, where you basically just modify it to make it better. Because the original was never good enough. The PS3 and the Wii are prime examples. Yeah, they're still good by themselves. But once you realize that once you're able to basically, you know, modify these consoles in a way that you never thought possible, you can do so much more.
While you're yapping about video games, I'm looking at recipes for brownies. These take, start to finish, 4 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. Why? Prep time 30 minutes, start to finish 4 hours 35 minutes. 8 servings, 18. They're really super cute.
Yeah.
They are polka dot cheesecake brownies.
Huh.
Aren't those cute? 4.5 hours? Who's got 4.5 hours to make brownies?
Yeah. I barely have, like, 20 minutes to make a pizza.
Brownie mix. Cheesecake layer. What is it? 13 by 9 pan. Make brownie mix. Bake 10 minutes. Cool 15 minutes. Reduce oven temperature. In large bowl, make your cheesecake batter. Then you're mixing different flavors into parts of the cheesecake. That's how you're getting the dots. Some are chocolate and some are strawberry, but you could use a different flavor than strawberry if you don't want strawberry.
Yeah.
Bake 35 to 40 minutes. Cool in pan or for an hour, refrigerate 2 hours.
Huh.
That's why, because they're counting the refrigeration time.
And also, here's what I find weird.
See, I was about to say stuff, and then he starts up with the game. Bourbon spiked brownie truffle balls. That's my kind of food.
But yeah. So here's what I've always found weird. So, on a PS4, when you modify it, you can play PS1, PS2, and PS4 games. Mew! But you can't play PS3! So PS1, 2, and 4, plus the PlayStation Portable. The nut that you can play with outside. That's it.
Ooh.
No PS3. Unless you want to stream it. And streaming sucks! Because they have not perfected it yet.
Ooh,
You know, you try to download a game, like a fighting game, like Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna tell you something. When your inputs are lagged to like 1 or 2 seconds in a fighting game, that does not work.
Any lag in a fighting game is bad.
Exactly, but especially one that's like a few seconds. And even games that you think wouldn't be that bad, like Lego Star Wars. I tried playing the complete saga that they had offered. No, don't. It sucks. And even with Xbox, whenever I did live streaming games on that, I streamed Flight Simulator, which is an Xbox Series X exclusive sort of thing. But I can still play on my Xbox One because it's streaming. What the fuck?
Bacon and beer cookies?
You ruined bacon!
Why would you want a beer cookie?
Yeah. And why
I don't like beer. Yuck.
Yeah.
Gross. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't want it in my food.
Yeah. And then, after I played that one, I waited a few months, and then I ended up playing a game called Deathloop, which actually is pretty good. And the same issue. It would lag. In an FPS game. Yeah. So, live streaming is not really perfect. And it's kind of a good thing I didn't try the, what was that game called? Fuck, it was something, Hellbringer, something. Basically...
Oh, 2012. Okay.
It's basically Doom. It's Doom Eternal, but, like, rhythm-based.
I have now forgotten what day we're on.
You've already forgotten it.
Yeah, but I'm even more forgotten. Forgotten even more? For whatever. I'm confused.
Old people.
Are you quite done ranting about whatever it is you're ranting about?
I don't know.
I mean, I've looked through a whole cookbook magazine thing. I've played my video game, or my Klondike game. You're still yapping about whatever it is you're yapping about. Are you done?
The year was 1985!
You know what's important about 1972 other than the fact I was hatched?
I don't know.
This little company called Atari happened.
Yeah, they did shit. They made the 2600.
Yeah. Pong happened.
Yeah. Old people's sport.
Which actually came out before 1972, but the Atari company... Yeah. 1972. Pretty good year.
Yeah, from what I heard, though, apparently Pong wasn't an actual game on the actual console. It was like an arcade exclusive, from what I've heard.
I don't know.
So whenever you think of Pong, most people think the Atari.
But it was released on a whole bunch of different companies' things.
Yeah. That and all the compilations, like the Atari Flashback and the Atari Classics, they all mention Pong. And
I'm pretty sure there was a cartridge for Pong, because they called it Ping Pong.
Yeah, it probably was.
That's why it was called Pong, because it was basically a ping pong game.
Yeah. 2 lines and a fucking dot. With numbers.
And people thought it was great.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
That's what I grew up with. We thought it was great.
I kind of want to go...
Now they got this stuff that's photorealistic, and it's just like...
I mean, if you look at some of the games like God of War and Final Fantasy, they're lifelike as fuck. Like, you can basically think it's a movie with how good the quality is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn. We went from small pixels that you have to use your imagination to make out what the fuck they are, to realistic graphics. And it's only getting better.
And then there's...
Oh, yeah. I want to see a remake of that. Someone remake E.T. on the Atari on modern consoles. Imagine the graphics. Imagine
the
falling...
same shitty game, but with good graphics.
Yeah. Imagine falling down a pit in 4K, 60 and 60 FPS. That would be perfect. And people would think.
But for the most part, you're going to hear.
Yeah. Because if you know, people of the gaming industry won't do it, I think some fans will. They will find a way. It'll probably happen at some point.
Learn how to do game design. Build it yourself.
I got a lot of games. Fucking Sporkmaster still hasn't even become a thing yet.
Got a lot of ideas. There's a Sporkmaster level. Instead of looking for the Reese's Pieces, he's looking for sporks.
Yeah. And then a giant spork spaceship just fucking comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, a spork ship comes down.
And takes to the next fucking level. It doesn't end the game. It takes to the next level. Unless that's a final level. Then it does take you to the end.
Okay, yeah. See, we just added another level to Sporkmaster, and we haven't even started making the game yet. Got lots of ideas.
Yeah. Got one for Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Angry Video Game Nerd, probably Matt Pat, because why the fuck not? You know, and all these other people. I'm just like, really? Holy shit. The game hasn't even fucking...
And sitting in the corner, you have me going, what on earth? What are you doing? Alright, tell you what, let's end this one and move on to day whatever it is we gotta move on to.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know anymore. I'm lost and confused, which isn't surprising to anybody.
You've been that way for years. Your whole goddamn life.
Pretty much.
I
mean, my viewers know I'm confused, so...
That's all life is.
That's why all my videos, I say I'm ending it here and then go on another half hour.
Yep.
We're ending it here. Really and truly gonna end it here.
Maybe.
Because I'm gonna say, do all the YouTube-y stuff, comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads, maybe. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. And then I'm gonna come over here and click stop recording.